The Citroën Junior team put in a stunning drive in the afternoon to end the day second, 3.8 behind Loeb. For local star Sordo, the day was a disaster. He got his setup wrong in the morning and found himself down in 6th. He ended 55 seconds off the pace, and his dreams of a first win in tatters.
For me, it's hard because the people, he support me every time, and he tell me, okay, this time, and I want to win for me, of course, but more for the spectator, no, because he wait this moment every year, and it's not arrived at the moment.
The top 4 driver was once again Jari-Matti Latvala. The Finn lost second place to the flying Ogier, and then on the final stage he clouted a rock. The Finn backed off, thinking the tyre was going to come off the rim and losing crucial seconds. Solberg was another to struggle early on, losing 20 seconds on the opening stage. He did find his pace in the later stages and starts in 4th, just 2.5 seconds behind Latvala. This is how they stand. Loeb's lead is 3.8 over Ogier. Latvala's lost time means he starts 16 behind Ogier. Petter is 4th and has his sights on Latvala's 3rd place. Mikko Hirvonen is 5th, but he could struggle to hold off Sordo, who will be much more comfortable on his favoured surface as the crews return to gravel for day 2. But before the drivers could tackle the tarmac, the mechanics first had to transform the cars from a gravel setup to a tarmac version. It was an impressive feat, the guys only having 75 minutes to replace the transmission, the brakes, the suspension and the rear differential. It's a dramatic transformation. Day 2 is all tarmac then and starts with Santa Marina, 26.5 kilometres of fast-flowing roads, the sort that Rally Catalunya is renowned for. Stage 8, La Massara, is a stage of 2 halves with a fast start and a technical finish. The 16 kilometres of Rio de Cañas completes the loop of 3 stages. These are repeated in the afternoon to provide a total of 126.6 competitive kilometres. It's a sunny but cool start to the day for rally leader Sebastian Loeb as he prepares to take on Spain's tarmac roads. After a surprisingly easy run to the rally lead on day 1's gravel stages, Loeb will now use his considerable tarmac skills to attempt to pull away from Sebastian Ogier, who starts the day just 3.8 seconds behind. Looking at Seb's telemetry now, a completely different driving style needed to tackle these tarmac roads compared to yesterday's gravel. With the cars all lowered and suspension stiffened, these fast-flowing Catalan roads are actually the closest the WRC gets to circuit racing. It's also frighteningly quick in places as well, as you can see by glancing at the speedometer. Loeb really is the master in such conditions and a pleasure to watch as he really begins to attack these flowing roads. Loeb on his way then, and 2 minutes later it's Ogier's turn to tackle the 26.5 kilometres of Santa Marina. Ogier also neat and tidy as he looks to clip the apex of each corner. With Shakedown and Day 1 all run in a gravel setup, it will take a bit of time for the drivers to adjust to a pure tarmac technique and setup this morning. The leading Citroëns looking to set a hot pace for the following cars to chase, and this will be a much tougher challenge for leading Ford driver Jari-Matti Latvala. The 25-year-old has worked hard on his tarmac pace, but staying in touch with the Frenchman ahead is not going to be easy. And he selected a setup that may be slightly too hard for these roads. This smooth asphalt is still quite slippery in places. Not only is Jari beginning to slip adrift of the Sebastians, he also has a fired-up Petter Solberg hot on his heels. The 2003 world champion began the stage just 2.5 seconds back, and as he powers through these flowing asphalt roads, he's beginning to hunt down Latvala. Mikko Hirvonen claimed his first podium finish in Spain 5 years ago, but he's a long way from repeating that feat at the moment. The BP4 driver is in 5th place, but while he enjoys driving on tarmac, it's not his strongest surface, and he may struggle to hold off local star Dani Sordo this morning. Up ahead with Loeb through the stage, Ogier is the first to test himself against the man who is unbeaten on tarmac since 2004. Here come the yellow boards that mark the start of the flying finish. Not a bad effort from Sebastian, but he's still 4.4 seconds slower than the imperious Loeb.
Sebastian, you said yesterday that you had respect for Sebastian Loeb's speed on tarmac. He's showing everybody how to drive this morning, but are you happy with your drive?
It's not so bad, but it's slower than him, and I try very hard, but for the moment I can't follow him.
And moving back to the fight for third, can Solberg make it past Latvala at the first time of asking?
A little hand line, 5 right tight, opens long, tight 3 minus, half long, tight 2 plus, tight. In the 6th
last couple of corners now, this is looking good for Petter. He's going to do it.
Long, keep very into.
Yep, a strong start for the Norwegian. He moves into third and is now over 5 seconds ahead of Latvala. A strong performance from Petter in stage 7 then, and after his disappointing run in the first day, Dani Sordo too is looking very committed this morning as he seeks to fight his way up the leaderboard from 6th. His first target is Hirvonen, who he beats by 9.1 seconds in Santa Marina.
It was good, but road some places a little bit dirty for the cut. No, it's not the same than in France. France was really slippery, but here it's a little bit dirty, but the time at the moment is not bad. No, Sebastian, he made really nice time, so we'll see.
Dani is now just 3.2 seconds behind Hirvonen's 5th spot, but he's exactly a minute behind his teammate Loeb, who made that stage-winning start to the day. The leader is now 8.2 seconds ahead of Ogier, while Petter Solberg has made it past Latvala to claim third. Here's another Loeb tarmac charge on the cards. Day 2 of Rally Catalunya continues after this break. Welcome back to Spain, where Sebastian Loeb leads the way in Rally Catalunya with Sebastian Ogier second. There are 2 more tarmac stages to run this morning before a return to service. This is, of course, the last outing for the Citroën C4 on tarmac, a surface on which it's never been beaten. And with Loeb leading and this man Ogier running second, the car could sign off its asphalt career in style with a 1-2 finish. Oh, he's lost it! Ogier got that tight left-hander all wrong, and that was a pretty heavy impact. Struggling to get going again. He's also facing in the wrong direction, so needs a quick 180 to flip the car around. Let's take another look at that. Feel the impact inside the car. Way too fast for such a tight corner. The side of the car slides into the arm coat. Well, that could be Ogier's hopes of fighting for the win over. Petter Solberg, meanwhile, is fast approaching the scene of Sebastian's accident.
3 left plus open long, tight 2 minus tight 1, tight minus half long.
You can see the skid marks left from Ogier's slide.
2 right tight 1.
And there is his car, still at the side of the road. He's obviously been forced to make emergency repairs, and Petter should now move past the Frenchman and into second. Ogier may have slipped up, but Dani Sordo is now very much back up to speed on these tarmac roads he knows so well. He too passes the stranded Ogier and also gets past Hirvonen on stage 8 to move up 2 places to 4th. The sweeping roads of La Massara really proving a challenge for some then. Ken Block could move up to 8th following Ogier's delay.
Into right 5 minus, would be 5 minus, 120, left 4 minus long, 4 minus long, floor. Heats 250.
Oh, but he's off too. A big moment for Ken as well, and he's off the road. A nearby fan caught the incident just a bit too quick into the corner. He drifts wide. A lucky escape for Ken.
Heats 250. Oh, Jesus.
When he hits that bank, they were braced for a big impact. The American drops almost 5 minutes and slips to 11th. Frustration for Block and Ogier then. The latter has made it to the finish of the stage and is continuing his repairs in the road section. He's already lost more than 15 minutes though, so his hopes of fighting for the win are now long gone. Moving on to the 16-kilometre Rue de Cagnes, and you get a real sense of the natural flow of these Catalan roads from above here. With Ogier dropping back, Jari-Matti Latvala is back into the podium places, but is keeping one eye on the building speed of Dani Sordo. Finn driving at his absolute limit on his least favourite surface to stay ahead. Sordo's charge is now in full flow. He's clearly regained his confidence after the frustration of day one. He's second fastest for the second stage in a row, beating Latvala by another 6.5 seconds, and he halves the gap between them. And as ever on this event, thousands of Dani's compatriots are lining the stage to cheer him on. The winner in Spain for the last 5 years, though, has again found another level on the fast-flowing asphalt. Loeb has won all 3 stages on the morning loop, and following Ogier's crash, the leader is now ahead of the chasing pack by over 46 seconds. After that eventful morning loop, it's now Petter Solberg who's Loeb's closest rival. Latvala is third for now, but has Sordo just 6.1 seconds behind. Hirvonen is still in 5th, with Matt Wilson up to 6th. Back at the service park at Portaventura in Salou, there's some work ahead for the Citroën Junior Team mechanics as Ogier brings his rather battered C4 in for repairs.
I didn't listen a note, and I braked too late for a very tight corner. And I hit the rail, and then my steering arm on the rear was broken, and I had to stop to change it in the stage.
Dani, that performance this morning is more like the proper Dani Sordo.
Yeah, it's like all the time in Tarmac, no? It's not any difference. There's still Seb in front and Sordo after. But anyway, I am happy after these 3 stages are more close for the podium. So. It's good. It's better than yesterday because yesterday was really hard. The podium now is looking for not easy but possible, no? So, and second place also we try to fighting with Peter for second place, and we'll see.
I can't fight against him. He's so much quicker than I am. But if I could fight with the better, that would be nice.
What do you think your realistic position at the end of today will be?
If everything goes well. If really everything goes well, I can fight for the 3rd place. But if it's normal case, then it's 4th.
Petter, good morning, but Dani's on a bit of a charge, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on the charge, but it's still early. And I was on the charge on the last stage now, so he just took 0.8 or something. But I have to put in 1 more gear now, definitely.
Petter fired up for the fight ahead then, and as ever, he has an enthusiastic following, willing him on as he leaves the service park. With the sun still beating down, it's time to head back up to the blisteringly quick Santa Marina test, and fresh from claiming his 7th World Championship in France, Sebastien Loeb is beginning to enjoy himself again on the Catalan asphalt. Loeb blasts back off into the 26 kilometres of stage 10. The Citroën Total Driver's neat, precise style has always been well suited to these smooth flowing roads, where the perfect line and good judgment of braking distances have always been rewarded. Seb is flying through Santa Marina's sinuous bends, and the Frenchman will take some stopping now.
Well,
Loeb continues untroubled out front. Petter Solberg and Jari-Matti Latvala will be keeping a close eye on the split times of a charging Dani Sordo this afternoon.
Tight 3+. Open.
Petter also enjoys tarmac rallies and does have an asphalt win on his CV, albeit 7 years ago. Solberg certainly looking up for the fight. It's a really aggressive start to the afternoon from the Norwegian.
I asked Sebastian to be a little bit nice to me, you know, because I want to get rid of the 13 stage wins, 13 rallies for winning, you know. I want to get 14, I said. It sounds better, but, you know, he should have a little bit feeling for me, a little bit after so many years, you know.
Well, Loeb hoping for a bit of charity from Loeb there, while Latvala's hold on third is looking increasingly precarious. The Finn begins stage 10 just 6.1 seconds ahead of Spanish star Sordo, and while it's been a spirited defence of the position so far from Jari, the Citroën man is edging ever closer. While Latvala battles hard to hold on to third, his teammate is in trouble. Hirvonen clearly off the pace in stage 10. A turbo problem has left Mikko limping through. With Mikko so underpowered, he could be caught by Sordo in the stage here. Well, there is the focus up ahead, and Hirvonen may not be aware Dani's behind. No way past, it's really narrow. Well, Mikko definitely will be aware now. Sordo giving Mikko a tap to let him know he's there. And just look how quickly that Citroën disappears into the distance with its turbo fully functioning. Well, Dani didn't need that delay as he seeks to catch Hirvonen's Ford teammate Latvala. He will have lost a few seconds getting past the Finn there. The finish boards are fast approaching now. Can he claim third? Oof, close but not quite. Latvala stays in third for now, but Sordo just 0.3 of a second behind. Dani set an average speed of just over 100 kilometres an hour in there. He's quickly out to check for damage after that contact with Hirvonen.
Dani, you've just got out of the car to have a look at the front. What exactly was wrong?
In the narrow part, Mikko's in front of me and I stopped. It's not possible to pass because it's in the middle of the road. And I hit him for that I'm here, no? So after he continued in the middle, so I hit a little bit more and we're fighting a little bit.
Sordo not very impressed with being held up then. Hirvonen, meanwhile, should make it to the end of the stage, and it will be interesting to see his reaction after that rather dramatic run through Santa Marina.
He said that he bumped you in the back to get you out of the way, but he didn't say he'd lost time. He wasn't too angry.
Well, I'm good he did, because we just got the message way too late that he's so close. And when he passed us, we got the message that he's right behind us, so I just didn't have a clue. He was so close already.
Sordo almost into the podium places then. He claimed his first fastest time of the weekend despite that delay. Solberg was second fastest and is now just under 45 seconds behind the leader. Hirvonen lost over 4 minutes after his turbo problems. Sordo's bid to break into the top 3 is almost complete. The Spanish star's attack continues in a few minutes. Welcome back to sunny Spain, where Sebastian Loeb is flying through the Catalan tarmac. Further back, it's been a lively day for the runners at the bottom end of the top 10 too. Matthew Wilson has had an encouraging run since the switch to a sealed surface setup. The Stobart Ford man is up to 6th following Ogier's earlier setback and on course for his best ever result in Catalonia.
Flat crest 40, left 5 minus, 360.
Federico Villagra's last outing of 2010 though has hit a frustrating setback. An engine problem forced the Munchies Ford driver to stop in the road section after stage 7. And with a number of drivers hitting problems ahead of him, a composed drive from Abu Dhabi-based Khalid Al-Qasimi has seen the Ford man move up to 9th. Back at the sharp end meanwhile, and while Loeb may be looking unstoppable out front, further back the rest of the point-scoring places are still keenly contested. Dani Sordo has been chasing the Ford Focus of Jari-Matti Latvala all day, and in stage 11 the Finn's resistance is finally broken. After a sluggish day one, the Spaniard has looked a completely different prospect on these flowing asphalt roads. He snatched his 3rd place from Latvala and can now set his sights on Petter Solberg in 2nd.
It's hard because Petter's drive really good and Tarmac also, so it will be difficult, but if we continue like that, small and small, maybe we will arrive. No, but it's really nice fighting.
Dani's charge through stage 11 saw him close to within 14 seconds of Petter Solberg, a fact that has produced an inspired response from the Norwegian privateer. Petter has reacted to the threat from Sordo in emphatic style, finding the sweet spot with his setup. Solberg has absolutely flown through these wide corners of stage 12 and claims his 2nd fastest time of the rally.
6 left, half long, opens, 1 EME. Keep right over small crest, EME, 4 left, minus half long, tightens early.
Mikko Hirvonen collected a 30-second penalty for arriving at the stage 11 start 3 minutes late. The Finn was delayed while he reconnected the turbo pipe that had come off in the previous test. He's back up to speed now and done enough to stay ahead of Matthew Wilson.
Jatkuu vasen täysylinnyn keskeltä, jatkuu vasen loimaylinnyn, jarru 4, lyhyt oikee, eri tiukka, aja 8, oikee eri, aja 150, vasen nopea tiukka, ja lyhyt oikee täys, 200, oikee nopea risteys, mene, 280.
Sebastian Loeb claimed his 4th stage win of the day in the 2nd pass through La Massara. And while he may have lost a couple of seconds to Solberg in the final test, he still has his eyes firmly on the prize of a 6th consecutive Spanish win. After another dominant display of driving today, only a big mistake or mechanical failure can stop him now.
Sur gauche 80 plus, long part, ouvre, et attention, droite 110.
This is how things stand going into the final overnight break. Loeb looking comfortable out front, while there is an intriguing battle ahead for 2nd between Petter Solberg and Sordo. Latvala's not out of it yet, the Ford man just over 10 seconds behind the Spaniard. And back at the service park at Salou, the fans are quickly mobbing their heroes.
The plan was to push in the morning for sure, because we had only 3 or 4 seconds lead when we started the day. Then when OJ crashed, we were leading with 40 seconds, and we took it a bit easier in the afternoon. Yeah.
Today was really good. I made good times and come back, but still a little bit disappointed for yesterday. But it's okay. I will try to stay concentrating tomorrow and try to fighting with Peter for the 2nd place.
Tomorrow everything can happen. It's punctures, you know, it's a big cuts. The tire wear and tire temperature will be a big issue, but I'm in top form now, and you know, I have a lot of my sponsors here also, so it's very positive and good atmosphere. You know. It's nice. So let's see you tomorrow.
That's it for day 2, but the longest stage of the rally awaits. Check out all the news and views on WRC.com. There's still 92 kilometers to go, and as Petter said, anything can happen.